The sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi
on JRR.
Bulldog Sports page brought to you by Rock Freedom and Fireworks, happening Saturday, City of Longwood. They do this every year to get the jump on the 4th of July celebrations. Taco, we're going to be out there for, exactly what the name implies. Rock Freedom and Fireworks. Papa Wheelie will be the live entertainment. They're really good, man.
Oh, very, very good band. We have food, drinks. It's free to get in. Music and fireworks.
Ryder Park, that is in Longwood, right behind the hospital off of 434. We'll be there. It all begins at 5 o'clock on Saturday. We hope to see you out there. All right, Doggy, what you got for us this morning? We'll start with the round one of the NBA draft.
And with the 25th pick in round one of the 2025 NBA draft, the Orlando Magic select Michigan State guard Jace Richardson. With that pick, Jace Richardson, the son of former Magic player Jason Richardson. He's a 6'1" guard. He played at Michigan State last year. He's a 6'1" guard, but, a little undersized, but guess what? He has a 6'6" wingspan. And we all know how those NBA GM types love their wingspan. So, Jace Richardson, not Jason Richardson, comes to Orlando. I don't know how much he's actually going to play next year. I don't know if he'll even make the rotation. Jeff Weltman, the Magic's president of basketball operations last night, said, the Magic did have 2 picks in last night's draft until they made the Desmond Bane trade last week, and they gave away one of their first-round draft picks, which was number 16. Jeff Weltman said they had targeted Jace Richardson at number 16, pointing out that they're getting great value. But again, all NBA GM types talk about the value they get with their picks. I'm a little concerned. He's barely 6'1". In fact, I think he measured 6'1.5", which is undersized for a combo guard in the NBA. He's not a true point guard. He's actually more of a shooting guard. And he did shoot well from 3-point range.
Yeah.
Last year.
And did we not have that with Scott Skiles, who kicked ass?
Scott Skiles?
Okay, forget I even said that. But
are you going back 40 years now?
About 30. But hey, you know what? Listen,
remember when Scott Skiles had 30 assists in one game?
Hey, Bulldog, you know what they say about a big wingspan, right?
What?
Yeah, it's just like big feet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
By the way, Scott Skiles, since he quit as the Magic's coach, remember when he quit as the Magic's coach, just said, I don't want to coach the Magic anymore, and quit? He hasn't been heard from since. Think about that.
He's living in parts unknown.
No, he's living in Mount Dora.
Oh, okay.
I believe,
all right.
And he's not been heard from since. I've tried to actually do stories on him. Doesn't want to talk.
Wow. Well, hey, Scott, I love you. I just gave you, some love on the air. It's from Taco Bob.
By the way, Cooper Flagg of Duke was the number 1 overall selection by the Dallas Mavericks. That was no big surprise. A little local news here. Did you see the at Montverde Academy out there in is that Lake County, Montverde?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, Montverde Academy right here next to Orlando. They had 4 players selected in the first round of the draft, including number 1 overall pick Cooper Flagg, Liam McNeely, Asa Newell, and Derek Queen. Second time Montverde's had 4 players selected in the first round. You want to talk about a basketball factory out there in the rolling hills of Lake County? Montverde is a dynasty out there.
There you go.
In fact, I'll say this. If Montverde's basketball team from last year had played the Florida Gators, who won the national championship in the NCAA, Montverde would have won that game.
Please, that's a strong statement. You can't say it.
4 first-round draft picks? Come on.
Is that one of those schools like the football school down in Miami, Pat?
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple of football schools in the state of Florida.
You know what I'm talking about.
The one is the one over in Bradenton. The what is that called? The
IMG Academy.
IMG Academy.
Where's the one that Taco Falls went to?
That was Montverde as well.
Yeah, I thought it was Montverde. Yeah.
So anyway, Walter Clayton Jr., Florida Gators guard. He was selected number 18 overall. Right after he was selected, he was sent to the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, you traded right away. So
Got traded right away. So I do believe had he been available at number 25, the Magic would have taken him.
All right.
So
Orlando City getting a win last night on the road, doggy.
yeah, good for them. Obviously with with it being a slow sports time, we're going to start talking a lot more about Orlando City and the Orlando Pride coming up over the next few weeks.
We usually do, though. We usually do.
Absolutely. By the way, did you guys see that that disgusting fan who was heckling the Arizona Diamondbacks player over his dead mother, he got banned from baseball.
Every stadium in the league, he can no longer enter.
Yeah, and good. Here's the one question I have: Why don't they release this jerk's name?
22-year-old punk.
Yeah, why can't they release his name? He should be he should be nationally embarrassed by having his name released.
Yeah.
Is that illegal to do that?
No, they release everybody else's names with everything else. Why not?
Well,
And he's legal.
An adult. He's 22 years old.
Take responsibility.
I think every team in every sport should ban this guy.
God,
right?
Just.
I think if they released his name, though, I think somebody would probably, in this crazy world we live in.
Oh, yeah, you never know.
You know.
You never know.
So
All right.
it's probably some litigious thing.
Mike the Bulldog Bianchi. He is the host of Open Mic on AM 740 and FM 96.9 The Game weekday mornings on it. Jason does, and he takes a time out from his show to join us for the sports page each morning here on JRR.
By the way, happy birthday to the captain himself. Not the captain of Daniil, but Derek Jeter. Oh!
Linton Taco. On demand. Download the iHeartRadio app.